Yeah, I mean, I think this is gonna do it here. I mean, I know we lose 4 life, and we don't gain any life, but we're gonna get 2 ballasts out here. So, bam, there's 1. Double ballast, baby. Let's go ahead and do this. Got 2 ballasts out here. Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. Let's go and snatch our Shivan Devastator. Search for it, and here we go. Shivan Devastator for 9, and that is devastating. Double ballast. Oh, yeah, okay, we're good. GG's. Ladies and gentlemages, welcome back to another episode with Manaman, and today we got a juicer for you. It's going to be Jund Dragons. That is right. So, you know, there's a billion different ways you can build dragons. There's, you know, you could probably go like, you know, Grixis. You could probably even go Izzet if you really wanted, but I'm just going to focus on Jund because I think there's a lot of bit of toolbox that you can kind of go for. The first one, obvious, well, you know, I don't know really where to start, but we'll start off with the Scavenger Regent. Each non-dragon creature you control gets -X until end of turn. This card is amazing. I mean, it just really is. I know that we obviously are running like, you know, like Llanowar elves and stuff like that, and even like a Rivers of the Claw, which technically is not a dragon. It's a lizard warlock, which is a little frustrating, but I still do think Rivas is pretty decent as a it's a legendary, so just kind of keep that in mind. Obviously, like Serac, Elusive Hunter, can't be countered. Whenever you get targeted by anything, you're basically just going to draw a card. So the Serac, Elusive Hunter, in any sort of like creature-based deck, I think you pretty much just have to run it. Let's establish this though. The Herd Heirloom, add 1 mana of any color, spend this only to cast a creature spell. Now that is kind of annoying, but it is kind of worth it because this is one of the best like mana rocks, like I think in standard in a very, very long time. Until end of turn, you can have power 4 or greater, gains trample whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you're going to draw a card. So not only is it ramp, later you can go ahead and just use it to draw cards. I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. I do have 1 Shivan Devastator. I don't think you want to go super crazy with it because if you do notice, we do have Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. Later on, I was actually surprised by how relevant this is. I don't know if you can kind of see me. I know it's probably like in my little area here, but for 4 and sacrifice it, you can search for your library for a dragon card, reveal it. So later on in the game, you can just go ahead and snag like a big Shivan Devastator, and it's actually pretty relevant here. Only 1 Cavern of Souls, just because we do have a pretty restrictive mana base here. We are 3 colors, obviously. I do have 1 Forest for those nasty, you know, this Field of Ruins or whatever the hell they're called. Bonehoard Dracosaur, Dragonhawk, and then this was the new one, the Disruptive Stormbrood. Destroy target creature with power 3 or less. Obviously, being a sorcery is a little bit limited, but this is just a nice card. Not only is it petty revenge, or, you know, just dropping down the dragon, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. Just a solid card. I'm going to run 2 of them, and it isn't uncommon, but I think it's very playable. I mean, you can either get removal going, or you can just, like, get a body and destroy target artifact or enchantment. I mean, it's pretty phenomenal, and obviously it fits the Jund theme here. Magmatic Hellkite. I mean, I'm not going to go over every single card. I mean, you can kind of see what's going on here, but Sarkhan with the old one, I guess we'll give us a little shout out to the Decadent Dragon. I'm not really sure exactly how much we like the expensive taste. The 3 drops are a little bit awkward, I would say, because typically you want to go in for like, you know, Airbloom or Sarkhan or Llanowar Elves into like one of these like 4 drops. So the 3 drops are like semi awkward. So I was like, let's do a de facto 3 drop with the expensive taste. So like turn 1 if you go for Llanowar Elves, turn 2 you can go for the expensive taste. Maybe that's kind of good. I don't know, we'll see. But other than that, you know, the 3 drops are a little bit light. So I thought Decadent Dragon would kind of fill that void in a way. So that's about it, man. I think this is the deck here. It's a cute little Jund Dragon. I think you can definitely run this, man. Very, very cute deck. And here we go. Let's give a special shout out to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are the patrons and the YouTube channel members that do help out the channel financially, which means the absolute world to me. I probably would not be making content if it was not for your support. So thank you so much. Yeah, there's not much to say. Feel free to join us in the Discord. Trying to grow up the channel every single day, yada yada, blah blah, etc. etc. Same story, different day. Just trying to grow the channel. Join the Discord, yada yada. I think I just said that. But yeah, just keep in mind that only you can help protect the ether with me, so make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this. Without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Cygnus CL, hello, how are we doing? Let's go ahead and get it, baby. So we got 2 mana rocks here, absolutely phenomenal. Probably one of the one of the best mana rocks, honestly, in standard in a long time. Anything that gives you mana and then can also trample through to gain, I mean, I don't know. I keep talking about it, but it's just absolutely phenomenal. What's not absolutely phenomenal is Storm Chaser's Talent. Quite annoying of a card. If you are going against Pixie, I think we're well apt, especially in the sideboard. I always commit 4 ballast to the sideboard just because of the Pixie. Or the, yeah, I mean, you know, Pixie Helpless Nightmare. Always. We'll always do it. I imagine this thing's got to be a menace in best of 1. So are, you know, Mice and Pixie. Honestly, just insane. So, Hedge Maze. Okay, the green's throwing me off a little bit. Okay, now they got black. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on here. Sultai Grave stuff? Alright, we'll see. Guess we don't really have to speculate. Okay, so I guess we just drop down the Air Bloom. And then go for a Rivaz of the Claw. I mean, that's pretty fun, huh? Okay, cool. You gonna bounce me? I don't think I'm really that bummed if they bounce me with this 1 blue mana. I think. Like, okay. Maybe they're just doing the old hold priority trick. So this seems to be Sultai. Is Townie big enough? That's fine-ish. This is kind of remnants of like the Krabby Patty deck, the crab, and then like the terror. I haven't seen that deck be played in an extremely long time. It is tempting to just slam down the Bonehoard Dracosaur, but like, let's be honest. So this actually is that terror. Okay, wow. This actually kind of is that, like, you know, terror Krabby Patty deck, but then they splash Sultai in it as well, so that's kind of interesting. I guess we'll get rid of their tutor. I guess we just, I mean, I have to make use of the Hair Bloom. So I guess it's either the Hair Bloom or just one of the Invasion or go for the Throat, so I think we'll just drop down the Rivaz. Worst case, I mean, what are they, if they don't really want to use the... Okay, wow, okay, so they're going to use that for the kicker. I was going to say, they don't really want to bounce it, and if they go for the Bushwhack, we would trade. So, actually not that bad. I guess we could go for the Throat and Invasion, or we could just slam down the Dracosaur. I think we just slam down the Dracosaur, right, though? Like, what do they do instead? 1, 2, 3, 4. Terror. They could go for... I guess they do have the mana to go for Terror, and then fight the Bonehoard Dracosaur. I think I'm really willing to risk it. It doesn't seem that insane. Plus, they may not want to do that. So, what's the alternative here? Just go for the Throat and Invasion? Let's go for the Dracosaur. Let's go for it. I'm not feeling like super phenomenal about this, but I just don't know really if we have a good alternative. Let's see if they want to do it. Okay. Maybe they're semi-gambling here to go for Cash Grab and then Terror. I don't even know if they could go for Terror. And then the Bushwhack. I don't see any green left over, and so... Maybe they just want to Krabby Patty me. Tap it down. Just kind of go for like a more aggro angle, I suppose. They could do that. But this Bonehoard Dracosaur is going to survive. Wow. Okay, that's actually really surprising. Seems like their little gamble did not pay off, which is phenomenal for us. Okay, now we're starting to kind of establish a board here with the Dracosaur. Got a lot going on here. Don't want to take up too much time, so let's go for the Duress. Krabby Patty, sure. Just going to take away my Air Bloom play to kind of draw, I suppose. It's not really the end of the world. Sure. It's just going to have to be Bushwhack. I mean, they could go for Sleight of Hand, but like, let's just get rid of the thing that actually just hard removes it. So, this is not too bad. You know, I guess we're going to have to go for Invasion. I think this is not too bad here. Got to take 1 pain. Kill a little thingy here. Go for the Throat. I guess we'll do this so we don't have to take the pain. I guess that makes more sense, right? Yeah, let's not take pain if we don't have to. And then we still have the Caustic Exhale, and we can take the pain if need be, but I think I would rather just chill. We'll see. Okay. That seems okay to me. Definitely do not like all the pain, though. The pain could be a little bit painful. I think this is a decent time to go in for the Caustic Exhale. I mean, we only have one more mystery card, so we kind of have, maybe we should have just done this. Doesn't really matter. Okay, we get it through. But I guess we're kind of left ourselves open to maybe a Spell Pierce or so. So, I mean, maybe I should have just done that on my turn. Probably should have, but oh well. 9 life here. Terror. It's not terrible for us. At least we trade, right? I mean, it's fine, I guess. I mean, I don't love it, but like, you know, trading isn't horrible here. A top deck land is Apocalyptic. I guess there's nothing really we can do realistically. We don't have 4 power for the whatchamacallit. If I blow this up, we can't cast anything anyway. So I think we should pretty much take the turn off, which is just really, really bad, unfortunately. Terror. Oh my god, no way. Oh, that's so brutal. In a combination of top decking a land and then they have double terror, I'm like, oh my god, that's pretty wild. All right, so let's see how we're looking here. I mean, I could go for the Regent. The problem with the Regent is that our Air Blooms can only grab a whatchamacallit. As weird as this is, like, what do we actually do here? Yeah, I think it's just gonna have to be another Dracosaur and hope we live. We do have First Strike. A top deck land again is so brutal. So brutal. Alright. Sleight of hand. Yeah, oh god. I think we man, I know I'm being a little bit of a Debbie Downer here, but we should have like really been able to wrap this up. Do they have some sort of removal for the Dracosaur? Wow. An absolute tragedy. I think we were heavily favored. Couple lands off the top, and the opponent just terrored into sleight of hand. Yeah, I don't. They have better top decks. I know I'm sounding a little salty right now, but it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Caustic Exhale can get rid of an otter, but they just take it, man. Yeah, sucks. I mean, I think that we can have a good matchup. I just gotta feel a little bit more confident. All right, here we go. Gonna have to edit that one out. They always take so, man. I'm gonna continue saying it every single time. They need to change that. They give you a full, I don't know, I want to say like 45 seconds, which I mean doesn't seem like a long time, but a full 45 seconds without the rope even starting. I always complain about it, but whatever. I guess we'll go with the Shivan Devastator. Right? I mean, we have big dragons for later, and I'd rather just set the tempo, I suppose. I mean, they are playing blue, so they have counter spells. So we can go in for... We can just drop the Regent. We don't really have to use the sweeper ability. Bushwhack, sure. Pummel Whack. What was the Digimon that used Pummel Whack? Was it, This is really deep. If you know, you know. The Digimon that used Pummel Whack. He's a little, like, green dude with, like, a bone in his hand, I think. Let me know in the comments below. If you know, you know. Sleight of hand, okay, so they're going to take a turn to kind of set up here. I think we can... If we top deck into a land, oh god, we could really steamroll them here. We already have a Regent. There's a land. Now that we don't even have to drop... Yeah, this is looking fine. We're not even going to drop the Cavern of Souls. Because now we get the Gorge, and this is gorgeous. Next turn, even if they are running counter spells, we do have that Cavern of Souls. You still do see Cavern, or counter spells every now and then, so... It could just be like, I mean, I don't even really know. I don't really care. We're just pouring it on for you. So yeah, I think at this point we want to go for Dragonhawk, because this does extra damage. There we go. It's going to be 2 damage. I don't see how they can... I mean, they can't sweep the board here. 4 to the face with the Dragonhawk. I don't see how they can sweep the board with not double black, and they cannot. All right. Round 3. Right. Let's keep this. Looks okay. I got the Decadent Dragon. I think the Decadent Dragon is, you know, definitely a cute card. It does fit the bill for the colors, so we gotta run it. We gotta try it out. I do sideboard it out a lot of the times, but I think this is one of those matchups where you can probably just not. If they leave open mana, I guess I could go for the just leave open the oh well, never mind. The Decadent Dragon. So say we don't have the option anymore. This is fine. This is not a sequence that I'm used to doing in Standard, is drop a mana rock and then use it to drop a creature, but that we can very well do that. Perhaps this deck does need a second look. I mean, I kind of would like to see it. Let's get our fast land down here. Yeah, I'm definitely not used to the interaction here with the Air Bloom, and then drop the Llanowar Elves. This feels very Commander-esque, very Commander-coded, but here we go. 2 Rampers for the price of 1. I don't even really think I want to slap down the Decadent Dragon. I think we will use the steely part of the Decadent Dragon, I suppose. I am nervous about a little bit of a counter spell, so I mean, I guess we can just flash in a Decadent Dragon on their turn. Feels cromulent. I'm sure we can find something here. So let's try it out, Decadent Dragon. This is what we have it for, right? If they counter it or whatever. But I'd rather just try. Wow, and it goes through. Okay, a Tolarian Terror, Magmatic Hellkite. It is worth noting, obviously, you do have to pay the correct colors. It's not like you can just use any color with the Decadent Dragon, which is a little unfortunate. But that's why we have the Air Bloom. In case we steal creatures, you can, obviously use the Air Bloom for blue. We're not going to do that right now, obviously, but yeah, I guess we'll just go for Hellkite, right? Well, yeah, I can't really have any blue for this town ain't big enough. Again, you have to actually, do it, so this town ain't big enough is not going to be able to be played by us anytime soon, I don't believe. That's unfortunate, but the creature we can. Ooh, okay, you know what? I mean, obviously, there's no way for us to really know this, but this is really bad. We should have used the elf. We should have used the elf for the Magmatic Hellkite, and then we could have double Caustic Exhale. That's definitely on me. Just got to be a, very niche and very, I don't know, it's very niche. We should have been a little bit more apt to the crab here. Because now we can't Caustic Exhale double. Yeah, it's on me. I definitely should have been a little bit more aware of that. Could matter. Could definitely matter a lot. Okay. Quag Feast. Okay. Yeah, because if we can't Behold the Dragon, we can't double exhale the crab. That's a little worrisome. I still think we might be able to. Another Air Bloom. We can Behold the... we only have 1 dragon to even possibly. So I guess we'll do this. Do you want to go for double Air Bloom? I mean, I guess they could hope like Spell Pierce or something. I don't know if they are running Spell Pierce. We are a really creature-heavy deck, so I would lean towards them not. Plus, there's no guarantee that they even have Spell Pierce in the sideboard. I mean, we don't know. Let's go for Decadent Dragon here. We've roped them long enough. I think I did like a little bit of a miscount here, so we'll do that. They didn't. Okay, so no Spell Pierce. That's nice. Yeah, obviously I could have gotten down. I think I miscounted there. I could have gotten down the Air Bloom, but I guess we'll take our damage. Hey, we get 1 damage instead of using the Elf for the Air Bloom. I don't think it's really that big of a deal. I'm just really happy I didn't see a Spell Pierce, basically. Wow. Okay, so Subsunin. Okay. Subsunin can block, correct? Because if they have 0 or an even number, she can block, I believe. Yes. And then they draw if they have the odd. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. All right. Can't really, this town ain't big enough, so hold on, actually we can. Let's do this. Let's actually do this. If we swing in with the Decadent Dragon, we can actually, now we can go for this town ain't big enough. Let's use this. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Okay, yeah, because now we can use the treasure token, and because this town obviously is an instant. Okay, that's pretty good. Damn. And now we can go for the Air Bloom. Okay, this is actually a pretty little sick combo here. Air Bloom. Now we get to draw. Not because they can't. Okay, they can't block. Okay. We did kind of. We can't go for Terror. Can't hard cast the Terror, but this is not too bad here. I guess I can kind of wait. We actually can't Air Bloom. We can't Air Bloom and Elf and Search, right? All right, can we? Let's do that. I could just get down the Regent too. I guess not. Yeah, I'm playing like shit right now. Oh well. I guess we kind of already committed to this. Yeah, let's do that instead. Yeah, let's just do it. I've already committed to not going in for Maelstrom. I think I kind of goofed that up. This is not that bad of a line, though. Whatever. Another Subsunin, obviously. So she can block right now, and I don't have access to another one, obviously. I don't have to attack with the Decadent Dragon now. Do not have to attack with it. I can just cast it with the Air Bloom, the Terrarian Terror, obviously. The problem with the Maelstrom is I can only do this for... Wait, no, we can't because I have an elf. I have an elf, so let's do this. Yeah, I can go for a 5-drop here. I guess maybe the Dragonhawk's pretty... let's do that instead. I like this better. Let's screw the Terror. We don't need your cards. We need my cards. So they're just gonna take what, 3 to the fate or 6? I can't do math. That's hard. 2 damage for each, and we got 3 here, unless they go for like this town big enough or something. It appears they do. Oh crap. Okay. I don't think they can swing with the Subsunin. So we're still looking okay. I'm not swinging because they can block right now, but next turn they can't. Bam. Ooh. Okay. They are drawing though. I'm getting a little nervous here. I don't know where we sit. They have some disruption. Sleight of hand. Okay, it's not terrible. Tells me they're kind of digging for an answer. That's fine. Land. So only 2 cards left in their hand. I don't think they're going to be able to push. Especially because they have to discard if they want to touch my Regent. I am not thinking they can really push for lethal here. Even if they found a way to get a counter to Subsunin. Quackfish, sure. Sure. And another Storm Chaser's talent. They are tapped out. Can't swing with Subsunin. So we're going to live there. They can't block with Subsunin either, so I think I just win, right? Is that it? Like, is that it? Can't block with Subsunin now that she's got an odd number. So I just have 8 in the air, right? Am I missing something? 0 is even. No, they got 1. So this is it. That's GG's, right? Unless I'm dumb, which I surely could be the case, but... yeah, I don't think I even really need to go for the Air Blooms, even for fun. Let's just take the win. Bam, bam. GG's. Clean. Okay. Very satisfying. Go Dragons. Mateo. Let's go, Mateo. I think we can keep this if we got a little bit of ramp action here. The Air Bloom is definitely one of... I don't know, one of the best cards ever. Full stop. I'm not joking you. Obviously, I am being sarcastic. maybe not even sarcastic, maybe just exaggerating a little bit, but card's absolutely phenomenal. Either ramping and then giving trample and then drawing is just absolutely phenomenal. So I already... Oh, Hopeless Nightmare. Hopeless Nightmare... kind of in a weird spot here. I think the Magmatic Hellkite is going to be pretty damn good if we can really screw them up. If this is Esper Pixie... I don't see any blue. We're going to hold off on the Dracosaur. If they have Pixie, I'm going to scream. Okay, well... just kidding. Won't scream. Won't scream on camera. But now I'm thinking here, maybe we should have gone in for the Dracosaur. Okay. I think this is fine. If they are Esper Pixie, let's see if they have a basic. And even if they do, we kind of slow them down, which is why we love the Magmatic Hellkite. So this could just be Orzhov Pixie, which obviously... it's looking more like Orzhov. Which isn't the end of the world. I mean, they still have another courtyard. Obviously, Esper Pixie is a lot less likely. Kind of interesting that they don't Hopeless Nightmare here, but I guess they want to get Overlord down. So this is definitely Orzhov. Okay. So now we're kind of in a, I don't want to say a weird spot. We could either drop the Hellkite, or we could, whatchamacallit. Well, I guess we'll just do this. Yeah, so we could drop another Hellkite, but I think I would rather go in for this, right? Hellkite. You could make the case that we should have used the Air Bloom to just draw, just do damage, get the draw, and then drop the Serac instead. But I think just 2 Hellkites is pretty damn imposing. Fable passes, yes, so they're definitely all in on the basics. So the Magmatic Hellkite is definitely not as good, but if you go against Esper, a lot of times they don't run basics, or maybe just one, and it really screws you up. Hopeless Nightmare, kind of a weird spot again, because, I mean, the Regent could be relevant if they go for double Pixie, and we only have dragons here. I don't like it. I mean, the Regent, if we get the Dracosaur down, like, what do they actually do, you know? But... alright, it's fine. Gonna have to live with it, because they're gonna Pixie again, so... yep. What a deck. I think we still might be okay. I mean, we still have 2 Magmatic Hellkites. They can't even double block either, so I mean... how bad of a spot can we really be in? Go for the throat. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, we're going to be able to deal damage with the trample, so whatever they do, unless they double block, then we'll just trample the other one. So yeah, this is fine, right? Herd Heirloom. Airbloom, Hairbloom. Trample over your little pixie. And then we still have 3 left open. So we get a draw. I think we're looking pretty good here. I would rather keep the go for the throat. Let's not drop the land here. I'm not dropping the land here, no way. In case they, you know, do their pixie nonsense, I'd rather discard the land than I go for the throat. Go for the throat, we might be able to push for lethal, possibly. So, I'm not dropping the Sulphurous Springs. And we don't have to. There we go. Pixie goes down. Gotta love it. You already know. You already know we're sideboarding those ballots in there. So, this looks pretty phenomenal, honestly. Like, I don't know. This looks pretty damn good. The only thing that, yeah, no, we're good. I don't even know. There's nothing I can really nitpick here. Other than maybe having like a Llanowar Elves, but like, come on. Goes back to the... I think I do say this every single time I run into Pixie and I have the Baloth, but I just like... the best of 1 grinders, man. I know that is the Omniscience deck still kind of going on there? Like, I'm checking in on my best of 1 players here. Because I obviously play best of 3, primarily. Every now and then I'll dip my toe into best of 1, but then I always just find myself getting like pretty aggravated whenever I get cheesed, like on an Omniscience deck or like a Mice deck or something like that. And then you can't like, you know, sideboard in your like removal because you're like, damn, like. So I wonder how best of 1's doing right now. I'm not too worried about here. I mean, I do have my 1 my one singular land here. My one basic that I am running here. Bam! Just for this exact moment, we got the Demolition Field or, you know, an opposing Magmatic Hellkite. You gotta have at least one. No matter how brutal it may seem, you always have to have one, in my opinion. One land here, man. One basic, just in case you go into that. Because if you just get, you know, if you have to just take the L on that, it's so, like, it's so bad. So I will always run one basic, no matter what. If they just have, like, you know, 2 Demolition Fields, it's like, at that point, they're, like, just behind. If they waste, like, another turn to do that, they would just be so behind, and I wouldn't even really care, to be honest with you, at that point. Alright, so I got a little bit of a sequencing thing here. I think we just go for Air Bloom. We could also just drop down the Storm Brood and then just kill the enchantment so that they don't, bounce it. I might get a little greedy here, though. Let's go for Sarkhan. Let's behold the Regent. And then I think, you know what? We can actually just drop the Regent. I think we'll do that. Can't target it. If they bounce the Momentum Breaker, Sarkhan can go. And then we still have a Regent. I mean, I think that's okay. You definitely could convince me that we should have just gone in for the Storm Brood to kill it. So they can't bounce it. We'll see. Opposing Pixie players oftentimes will sideboard out their Hopeless Nightmares because they know that a Baloth is usually lurking. I have found that out. So, some Procurin. I think this is not that bad. This is not horrible. Sacrifice the Sarkhan, and then we're going to be able to trample through another Baloth. Ooh, baby. Okay. You know what? I think we actually do this, because I'm going to want to get 2 draws off this. Let's swing in. I think these should stack, right? See if they block. I would think they don't. Oh, okay. That's fine. Yeah, let's do this. Whenever this player... I think this... I'm like 99% sure these will stack. And then you get to draw 2. If not, then I'm just an idiot. But we'll see, I guess. Okay. Draw 2 cards. The Pixie players do not want to see me drawing cards. I promise you that. Alright, well, 2 lands kind of sucks, but whatever. Yeah, really nothing to go else in here. I guess I'm just going for the Gorge, just because there's nothing else to play, which is kind of unfortunate. And all that for a Beza. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's not intimidating at all. I mean, we're going to get another 2 draws off this Regent. So, I mean, I think they're looking pretty bad. They're looking quite horrific. Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. Very, very fun card. That's looking pretty good here. I think we'll just swing in here. Let's do exactly the same exact thing. There's no way they're gonna tread behind here in card advantage. Bam, and we're gonna draw another 2 cards. Woo! And again, their Hopeless Nightmares are, well, hopeless. Let's take this. What do they got in here? Let's get rid of the Nowhere to Run. Go ahead, drop your Hopeless Nightmare. Go for it. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for that Hopeless Nightmare? What are you waiting for? Let's go and kill this so they can't bounce it or sack it. It is kind of worth noting, though. They do have Elesh Norn, which is kind of definitely interesting. So they extend the curve way up with the Elesh Norn and like the Beza. So they want to get double. That makes sense. I actually have kind of thought about it. I think this is a weaker version, in my humble opinion. But they get 2, you know, another Baloth. That sucks, though. We won't be able to gain life off the Baloth. That is kind of unfortunate. If I can go for the Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon, I mean, I could search for a, whatchamacallit. Our 1 silver bullet, which happens to be the Hydra one, Shivan Devastator. So it should be able to probably push for lethal if we tap out. I'm just kind of doing some mental math here. So I guess we don't have to do that now. Let's just take our draws. We don't get our gain. Yeah, we don't get to gain life off the Baloth, which puts a little bit of a damper on our day. But let's just draw the old good 2 cards. Land. Elf's okay. I mean, it's at least like a chump blocker, so it's not nothing. And I think we're going to save this mana for the Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon, just so that we can get that Shivan Devastator. I think that's probably the move here. Maybe I should have just swung in with the Dragon Brood, but if they have like double Hopeless Nightmares, I lose 8 life with Elish Norn, so maybe I do keep back a chump blocker. I mean, I probably should have swung in with the Storm Brood, but we'll see. Get lost, okay. Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to do it here. I mean, I know we lose 4 life, and we don't gain any life, but we're going to get 2 ballasts out here. So, bam, there's 1. There we go. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Double ballast, baby. They give me a nice. Let's go ahead and give them, hey, let's go ahead. Cheers, my friend. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Got 2 ballasts out here. Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. And we're going to search for our 1 silver bullet for later in the game. This is exactly how we built the deck. Just like how we wrote it up here. Make sure... I mean, how much land do we actually have? I think with the ballasts we should be okay, right? Let's go and snatch our Shivan Devastator. It's our turn, and here we go. This is what it's all about. Tap our air balloons. We're going to drop this Shivan Devastator. Just a silver bullet. You only need 1, because with the Maelstrom, you can just search for it. And here we go. Shivan Devastator for 9, and that is devastating. Double ballast on them. You got to love it. Let's go ahead and do this. Bam, bam. Down to 1. Looking good. It sucks that we couldn't finish him off, but... yeah, okay, we're good. GG's.